this in the team fights. I guess that's how they're gonna initiate the fights. Just blink in with Legion Commander.
Why LC though over some of the other ones?
I don't know.
There's like Centaur still available. There's Clockwork, I think, are both also like pretty good heroes. Why do you think they go for LC? Just better synergy with the Wisp? He can help him out more in lane or what?
We'll have to see.
Some
So
more
overall,
counter push,
it's a good hero, especially if you get some early damage on him, if it's not contested on the lane. And his talent tree scales really good.
All right, so looking at Evil Geniuses, they are probably asking the same question as we were. Why Legion Commander now? Is there something that Team Secret is trying to hide by going for Legion Commander this early in the draft? Well, they would have had all the freedom in the world to still pick it up last if they really wanted to.
Maybe they think this is really good for the aggressive dual lane. Io and the Legion Commander. I think it's one of the better ones. I think he's one of the best offline partners. Yeah, so Spirit Breaker, they can just run at them. I think it's very similar to last game where EG kind of run at them with the Spirit Breaker, with Ion Shell, with the Earth Spirit, and Secret can't really do anything about it.
No, the Io is already very squishy. And previously we were questioning what type of hero, which hero Evil Geniuses was going to pick up that could deal with the Spirit Breaker, could maybe interrupt his charge. They don't really have anything so far.
They don't have anything so far. It's going to be a safe lane and a mid hero,
So they need control.
yeah, they need control, and
Maybe
they don't
Puck,
have.
maybe? Puck might be okay. I think he's like pretty good against the Earth Spirit roam. He's also pretty good against the Spirit Breaker roam. He has an instant stun.
What do you guys think about a Dragon Knight?
Dragon Knight's alright. I think they have a lot of magical damage though with the Ion Shell and the Earth Spirit. I think Dragon Knight really shines when you're versus like Slardar or like Lifestealer, someone who just relies purely on physical damage.
Okay.
And it would be nice if they wanted a pusher, but they still have 2 cores available to them.
They do indeed, and they are taking their time thinking about what to get next. And it will be a core. Would you'd normally want to pick up your MP hero first, so that you can save your mid laner. And there it is. It is the Luna coming back. At this point, though, I feel like Evil Geniuses is very comfortable dealing with this. Otherwise, they would have removed her from the pool. Oh, hello.
Clinks, EG's old school counter to the IO. They like this a lot. Get level 6 on Clinks, run to the jungle, boom. I personally don't think Clinks is strong as he was before because of the camps. Like, it's really hard to find a neutral creep. Do you think like Helmadam would possibly be a good item on him, so you always have a creep to dominate? Or
Just
is it
run around with your own creep,
yeah?
smoke up, eat it.
Eat it? It's nice to have a creep on demand, though, for sure. It sounds stupid, but it's really hard to find those big camps. Every 2 minutes, and if it's like one's blocked or one taken out by your team or the enemy
You
team.
just go to the forest, dominate the creep, pull it back to lane, then when you want to go gank, you just eat your own creep.
Or in the middle of a team fight.
All right.
All right. Lacoste is not sold.
How about having your supports get a Helm of the Dominator and they feed you a creep?
That would also work, but that would require
Well,
teamwork.
maybe it's a counter to Silencer going that Helm of the Dominator.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's actually,
That is a good point. You can eat Silencer's creep.
Mind blown.
mind blown.
Oh, yes.
We got there together, Lacoste.
All right, so we're looking for a mid laner. We have Queen of Pain banned out against Sumail's Queen of Pain play. Looking to see what Evil Geniuses is going to remove. Does the Queen of Pain ban say anything about what EG might go for Sumail, or is it just a generic mid ban, as they went for the TA ban as well, because Sumail plays both of those quite well.
It's a hero that can assassinate the IO, the backline, very easily. You want to be able to protect their IO, and getting rid of the heroes that can just jump on top of the IO constantly. Lifestealer, Slardar, Ember Spirit, Quap, all of them are good at just killing the IO instantly.
What about Invoker for them as last pick?
Ooh, I would like that. Some QW.
Yeah, they have Spirit Breaker to go into IO since they can't stop it with anything. Lucent Beam, okay.
Wow.
Wow, nice. And having a shield on from Darkseer or just Earth Spirit going in, making a lot of mess. Invoker just for the control and some magical damage output.
It's great to
I
have
don't
if
know
there's a duel going
I
on.
don't know if Clinks is going to be enough to go into late game.
Ho ho.
Team
Haha.
Secret's turn to pick.
What are your thoughts on the sniper then?
We haven't seen Sumail play too much sniper.
No.
Yeah.
It's the first time in this tournament.
You like it?
Yeah, I like sniper in general.
Do you like it in this
10
draft?
seconds remaining.
I want to see what Team Secret picks as their mid hero.
5 seconds.
Which heroes do well against sniper? There's not that many left. I mean, you got Viper, Razor, perhaps, Magnus. Magnus.
There's no melee hero on Team Secret, but still you can empower. Oh, sorry, there is
The Legion
Commander, but you can still empower Luna.
It's all pretty nice.
So the
Isn't he going to
question is,
struggle in
though-
lane?
Say again?
Isn't he going to struggle in lane? Magnet versus sniper. Sounds awful for me.
They don't have anyone to help him out. Like you can't reach sniper with IO and silencer. He's just gonna be on his own. It's probably gonna be dual lanes, I think, for Team Secret. Just Legion Commander with IO on bottom, on off lane.
So am I right to say that you are preferring Evil Genius's draft in this
10
one?
seconds
Yes.
remaining.
Yes, we are.
Quite heavily favored?
5
Not as much
seconds
as game one,
Okay.
But better than game 2.
yeah.
I mean, that wasn't difficult to do from what you guys have told me. Okay, we're going to find out how this game 3 is going to pan out. The winner will face OG tomorrow in the winners bracket finals, while the loser will move forward to the lower bracket, which is not where you want to be because it is all a best of ones. So over to our commentators. It is Cottle Guy and Fog.
Thank you so much, Cheever, here hanging with my boy Fogg as we get underway for our final game of day 2 action here. It's Evil Geniuses versus Secret. Fogg, we were talking about it, and you really are right. Looking at these two teams' draft, you really have no idea what the hell they're going to pick.
Yeah, very hard to really expect what either of these teams want to go for. You can understand the Spirit Breaker and the Clinks wanting to kind of just deal with the Wisp, just always putting the pressure on him. And the Mag pick was a really surprising one to me just because of the nature of the matchup. Versus a Sniper, it's very difficult, not only in the laning phase, but later on. The Shrapnel being laid out is very hard for him to really get a good position and to go for those blinks. And they should be able to get a decent amount of information as well with the Clinks and the Spirit Breaker kind of just running around getting info. And they have multiple different like kind of frontliners to protect the Sniper, to not let anyone get on top of him. They have the Darkseer, Earth Spirit, and Spirit Breaker to just kind of guard him in a way. So I would definitely like EG's draft a bit more than Secret's as well.
Definitely a lot on the side of EG that can cause that kind of chaos that you're mentioning. A Spirit Breaker getting the front lines, an Earth Spirit, of course, kind of dropping down the magnetized, silences and stuns, and the next thing you know, there's a little peeping sniper in the back lines just whittling away on your team, and before you know it, you're down 3-4 members and quickly outnumbered. So, I mean, that would be the Evil Geniuses storyline on this one, but yeah, as mentioned, Secret, kind of everyone feeling a bit iffy about this Magnus pickup here, looking like the mid-one grab here. But I love Magnus, man. He's a huge crowd pleaser.
Yeah, always is.
I want a
absolutely.
huge RP, man. I want the hype, but
Yeah. It's
here
very
we
hard
go.
for them to stop his eye in the early game, too. Like, if he goes for a charge, they don't really have anything to just really stop him in any way. And we do see Pi actually starting off straight up in the jungle as this Wisp.
Jungle Wisp right away.
Wants to get his bottle online before he joins the Legion Commander in bottom. LC shouldn't really be able to get zoned at all in bottom. He's going to be able to just stand toe-to-toe versus the Clinks, because our Spirit Breaker doesn't really zone a Legion with the poor man's shield at all. You don't have any range support.
I'm curious to see where Crit wants to take his business here. You know, typically, our Spirit might float around the mid lane a bit to maybe make an impact there. But I don't know how much kill potential there is with the Sniper, and with mid-1 being able to skewer back if necessary, could end up putting yourself into more of a risky position than more of an aggressive one. So he'll, for now, just kind of hide on the sidelines, leave some XP, and just kind of remain in the dark, and as a question mark to Secret as far as where his approach is going to be coming from. So
I was going to say, initially, I think he won't Leech experience, actually. Let Universe get like that level 3, you know, let him get a couple more levels in the Ion Shell, and then he can make those kind of like aggressive moves.
That's true. That's true.
Just to get enabled more by it just makes it a lot easier for him to make moves. Zai, aware that, you know, Pi's not showing anywhere on the map, so he goes and contests Pi's attempt at jungling, and yeah, Pi is completely thwarted by this. Unable to clear the mud golems with the spirits, and yeah, his jungling is completely stopped. Still level 1 with 0 experience on this Wisp. Top
Frantic
lane, some
Kings,
experience, some pressure, as well as mid lane. Zai just going for a casual charge. did see the first rolling boulder usage after Universe does get that level 2, so he has Surge online in case of a, just a little bit of mess up, so he can bail out his buddy.
And Crit will be able to snag up the
Another
local
charge in
bounty
mid.
rune here. But yeah, mentioned mid lane, and that's what I'm talking about. These Earth Spirit or Zai could charge in on mid one, but they are potentially at risk of putting themselves into an awkward position if a skewer does come out. This one not too close to the tower. Mid one will be able to fend it off, but continues to allow room for a Sniper to do his thing, his very annoying thing, as you can see. As he continues to peep at mid one. He's going to be forced back and just have to wait for that bottle to come up.
Yeah, with boots, he can put a lot of pressure on mid one. Another charge coming out. We see Crit roaming in toward the mid lane too. This could be the potential kill here.
Totally pincered in on this one. Another shrapnel is going to be out. A rolling boulder. Pi tries to come in to assist, puts himself into trouble, and he will actually be the first blood. Martyr, Pile die. Jumping in, taking the attention away from mid one, and handing himself over nearby. Kezu jungling through those rock golem creeps. Zai thought about getting involved, but obviously doesn't want to be fighting up into the shrine, and now with some assistance nearby, not worthy. Rolling boulder back at the mid lane once again, but Crit not looking to follow it up with the boulder smash. And just frantically looks to go for the TP. Skeever's pulling back into the tower, and they're going to be able to get it.
Nice play there from mid one and from Pi. Pi giving him some mana from the bottle, letting him be able to get that skewer off. But uncontested free farm for RTZ, and mostly uncontested for MP. He's had to use a couple Lucent Beams just to get the aggression from Universe off of the creeps. But yeah, MP's getting some pressure on him while RTZ's just completely uncontested. Kezu now clearing some stacks with Pi. The power of the Wisp LC.
Yeah, just looking to really burst up some early farm right now. With the help of the bottle, they will be able to kind of work through these camps and then be able to have enough HP to kind of take themselves back to the lane if necessary here. So now we have level 3 for Pi, level 4 for Kezu, and he'll head back to the bottom lane to make use out of it and face up against Arteezy once more. Top lane, here comes Zai, looking to charge on in onto MP, caught under the tower right now with the help of the Iron Shell, begins to burn him up. MP turns around, looks to go for the Lucent Beam, and now a couple of TPs are going to be rolling out as Crit rolls in, not going to get quite connection onto the rolling boulder, and now is stuck within the trees. Pi links up with MP, and they look to turn and fight. Can they get the takedown to Crit? Yes, they can. They will end up losing MP at the end of it, but Zai could be costing his own life for it. And that will be the takedown. 2-for-1 trade, but EG thirsty to get the takedown of that Luna.
They forced a reaction from the mid laner even, so
yeah,
putting a lot of pressure already onto Secret with this Ion Shell, with the 2 heroes that can be enabled from Ion Shell from Universe.
And that's what we were expecting, man. Just Spirit Breaker, Earth Spirit, early game is just, it's lots of chaos.
And again, Sumail's going to get this. I feel like I just see him versus nobody in the mid lane after the first few minutes in all of these matches that they've played versus Secret. So he's putting himself in a very good position.
I mean, we already were expecting that the Magnus versus Sniper matchup isn't one to really favor the Magnus a whole lot, but yeah, it does leave Sumail to kind of his own devices then. So mid one will take his business elsewhere, joins Pine in hand with some local creep farm, and will still be able to find at least some money coming his way. Same goes for Kezu, also continuing to jungle farm up.
Under the vision of a ward, so they are at least aware. They know exactly where Kezu is, they know exactly when he's going to be rotating in as well.
But they ping him out. If he's isolated enough and they can get some extra assistance, they might consider making a move onto it. Charge on in. There's going to be the bump. Sumail's heading over, but there is a TP coming out onto his shrine. EG should be able to see this, and with Pi coming in and with the help of the shrine, they will conclude their pursuit. And now comes Puppey rotating in, hits them both up with the curse. I don't know. They're going to be moving into their own shrine.
Arteezy's
TP
here.
And Arteezy's come to play now. Gets off some good shots. That's going to be Pi going down. Kezu looking to rush in, but Sumail's hitting him with the headshots. Eventually we'll be able to get off the nuke and get the finish back at mid lane and charge back. Universe trying to keep away from Puppey, but not going to be good enough. Double kill for Arteezy on that one. And this game is even, 4-4.
Showing the power of the shrines. Both teams utilizing them very early on. TP coming in from Universe, coming from the top lane.
Yeah.
And even Arteezy getting involved nice and early with that first Death Pacted creep. Just 3-shotting the Wisp, showing the power of why they used to pick it so much versus Wisp. Very low armor hero, picking up now Blightstone on Clinks too. He's able to just easily take out a Wisp who has 0 armor.
Pi definitely got to be a little bit cautious of his positioning. I know he's been always good about throwing himself into the battle to make sure he's got an ally to help out, but as you mentioned, very susceptible to getting shot down between the Clinks, and of course Sumail's sniper here.
What's kind
Puppey
of cool
leads
about
in.
the Clinks as well this game is that we do see Lunas and majority of carries building the Dominator now, so the Clinks is always going to be able to have a creep most of the times in those fights, as long as the Luna does bring them. I think that's what MP needs to be a little bit careful of, where he has his creeps in those type of engagements, so Artur can't just always have Death Pack available to him. Making the port, making the first aggressive move coming out here toward the safe lane. He's got Death Pack used, and he looks like he's trying to make that aggressive play onto the Luna. There's no defensive supports in position to help MP right now. They have Zai there too. It looks like they know something is up, but
They see the pull. Puppey's nearby, pops out the curse. Arteezy looks to move in and make it jump. There's going to be the rolling boulder in and the charge. Lots of hate on for the silencer. Eclipse comes out, almost able to get the crit kill, but not going to be good enough. And it's also going to be MP going down. Arteezy takes another life and gets the double kill, 4-0. At the same moment, they are going to be able to get a response. Pi almost goes down with the back end of that assassination, but will live on.
very close to him dying. And Crit does die to
Yeah.
the silencer damage in the top lane, but they do get the 2 kills on the Clinks. Killing the Luna is massive, especially while Eclipse was used. Sumail, complete free farm in the mid lane. Taking a look already at the net worth. I know it's a little bit early to glance at that, but it is already about 2,500 accrued for EG after these nice crisp rotations coming out from Arteezy and from Zai and Crit.
Now we're getting into territory as level 6s are beginning to come online here. We have the RP good to go. Kezu's got his duel now ready. Time to bring in some of that bonus damage.
Puppey puts a sentry ward down, and Arteezy is caught by it a bit. Is he going to be able to go for the kill? Anyway, he gets the vision from the charge. Will he be able to get one more hit? He does.
He's out.
Wow.
Yeah, 4 shots, something like that. See you later.
These fragile supports showing why you pick up the Clinks versus them. There's not a whole lot of lockdown coming out from the side of Secret on the supports at all. You know, it's the Wisp, the Silencer. They are very squishy heroes that just can get easily picked off if they're not grouped up around their tanky cores by this Clinks.
It's just not a fun game to be a support if you're on Secret right now, which is Crit, Spirit Breaker, and both Clinks and Snipers. No mercy right now.
Yeah, really good play from Zai there, just keeping the vision while Arteezy's going for those type of plays. So he can go for those extra couple hits when they do think that they're going into the fog juke spots. He's able to always get those 1 or 2 extra hits off. Sumail going for the Dominator too, so he's going to have that's another Dominator creep for Arteezy if he does want to eat that one. But it's also a very good build-up on the Sniper. More gives him another, gives him his own frontliner. He doesn't need the Spirit Breaker and the Darkseer with him. He's gonna have like a little creep with him too.
Yeah, unless he has a
like
wolf, he's like, just leave my wolf alone, please. That's my wolf.
Yeah, definitely. Yep, peeping on the first tower.
Yep. Shrapnel out. Obviously not going to be doing much work on the tower. Assassination here. Crit can make a move. Thinks about going for the boulder smash, but changes his mind. Pi was nearby, looking to bail him out. And EG slowly making their assault onto this tier 1. No response from Secret to kind of defend it at the moment. Mid 1 still hangs around that top lane.
Pi's got to be careful here.
Go for that blink. And yeah, as mentioned, Pi, here come the shots. There goes the little ball. Pi's going to be taken out just like that. And EG will be able to finish out that tier 1 tower. The money keeps coming in.
Level 6 already on Zai now. Tome comes online too, so Crit will be able to buy that one up when he chooses to have his as well. And they have a very scary group up lineup with the Smek coming online from Universe too.
Oh man, these
tier 1s already 2 dropped.
Yeah,
already now.
Little low levels here on some of the supports of Secret too. Pi getting closer, but still needs to get that level 6 if he wants to relocate. And Puppey still trying to get level 5.
Mid lane, they're going for another play here. The charge comes out onto MP. Arteezy's in position with the Death Pact to creep, and MP's going to drop very quickly here.
Gets hit hard. The Urn's still there, and that's it. It's over. And that's the hard carry of Secret. Just getting dropped at a hat.
There's no one who can really make a move on the side of Secret. Like who's the ganker? There is no ganker. The Wisp can't gank. The Silencer can't really gank. Mag is not going to have a blink for quite a while here. Kezu is probably the one who's going to be the ganker whenever he gets his blink, but it's still about 800 gold away.
Yeah, but how many deaths, how many losses before we get to that point of these fancy blink daggers? And then what's it going to feel like if, let's say, Secret finally get all these items, they try to make that big play, and for whatever reason, it just doesn't work out? That would be morally devastating, I feel like, at that point, because their team really kind of has a serious like wombo combo to it, and a lot of big cooldowns they have to play around.
And I don't really feel like the global is going to do too much of an effect in this game either. Like, what's the big thing that he stops? It's the Spirit Breaker charge is going to continue. Clinks and Sniper just kind of stand there and auto attack in a way, and The other ones, Ion Shell should already be used before the fight happens, and then Guardian Greaves should be finished up for Darkseer relatively early in this game from the way that they're running it, so he's going to be able to get his spells off quite freely. Just, you stop the Earth Spirit and the Earth Spirit initiation, that's kind of it.
Earth Spirit, by the way, now level 6. Gets hit.
First
Quickly
relocate.
gets up the stun, tries to reload. He's gone. He's gone. He rolling boulders the hell out of there. And that relocate is not going to be happening. Good heads up from Crit. Getting
Forces
the kick
reaction.
stun. Yeah.
Already almost, ooh.
Feels like Secret reaching at that point. My God, Pi eating a lot of damage from that mighty stack, and EG are in the neighborhood.
They shouldn't fight at the shrine still.
Yeah,
they are
won't
strong,
be able to
but
use the shrine, but this is still pretty awkward for both sides.
Zai wants to go in, though.
He's thinking about it, charges out, gets the bump onto MP, goes for the ulti, bumps him back a bit. RP onto 2, but a vacuum wall response from Universe. Jumping comes out, Crit's ready to play with a Magnetize. Not going to get the most connection, but damage has been done as Luda's going to be going down. A follow
Beyond
takedown.
godlike.
A triple kill comes out for Arteezy already beyond godlike. Are
It's
you
only 13
serious?
minutes in.
13 minutes in, 13 kills?
That was with the RP used, with the Eclipse as well. This is looking very troublesome for Secret. They waited for the Shrine to go down. They waited for a Secret to kind of back up away from it, and that's when Zai continued to go for the aggression. And you can see kind of the power. Universe not getting caught in the RP. He's able to get the mech off, and then he throws the wall, gets a couple illusions. The Eclipse, I think, gets tanked maybe 1 or 2 of the hits from it, but yeah, they're just kind of running over Secret right now at this point. They're not able to fight with the draft that they did go for.
Tempted jump there on Kezu, but obviously he's going to make it back and away now. He was creeping towards that Blink Dagger, but
Zai
had
on
to
the
put it
prowl.
off a bit.
Scouts up mid one. Looks like he wants to cause some aggression. He does have the charge up soon. Nobody else really in range to help him just yet. Sumail starting to make his way closer, but yeah, still just a bit too far away to go for that aggressive move.
Just EG, though, easily dictating everything in this game.
Arteezy's about to have a Desolator. He's gonna two-shot the supports. Maybe even just two-shot the Clink, the Wisp for sure. Maybe in some of the cores he'll get dropped down in like 3 or 4 swings. Because Luna is absolutely crippled. He has the same net worth as Zai Spirit Breaker.
Dire's bottom tower is
Yeah.
under attack.
Level 7 only on him as well. 14 minutes in, not something you see coming out from MP or any Lunas for that matter. Just a lot of pressure coming out from not only the Darkseer Spirit combo, but the Clinks' early rotations that came out. Top lane, looks like EG's trying to make something happen again as well. The Clinks Desolator is being delivered soon. He doesn't have it just yet, though.
Do you want to fight me? No. Arteezy pulls off.
Yeah,
Not going to make the commitment. Probably the wiser choice.
a little bit too deep. Just doesn't have his sniper in the area, doesn't have Zai in the vicinity to give him that vision to go for those type of kills either. But yeah, this is also a really scary thing about playing versus a Clinks when you're at such a deficit as supports. You can't afford the D-wards. You can't afford the sentries to be able to set up for those fights. So they're spending a lot of the money that they could use on other items on these sentries. And you look at how poor the supports are. Wisp has his bottle. He has his urn, thankfully. But Puppey is very crippled from all this.
Yeah.
Blink comes out for Mag. Blink
Yeah.
comes out for Kezu. And this is their time to make something
This is it.
happen.
I mean, if there is any sort of power peak for Secret, this is it. And if they want to be able to keep their heads afloat in this game, they got to make this count. They have got to make this count.
Ooh, they just avoid the Radiant scan. EG does scan near that ancient spot near the mid-river. Zai seems to know that something's up, though. Nobody's showing in any of the lanes, and he bails the hell out of there.
So it doesn't look like Secret are going to find the opening they were hoping for with this smoke, and they're just going to have to pick up their pieces and head elsewhere.
DD Clinks.
Oh, good. Yummy.
Yummy.
Oh.
280.
Go to Roche. Yeah.
Yeah, 280 damage without even eating the creep yet.
He's going to go in Roche.
And he eats Sumail's creep, and now he just goes for the Roche
He
with
can solo this
500
Roche.
damage, you know, just casual at 16 minutes in. Oh, another creep. Yeah, he's just soloing it. Stray fuse this time, and wow, that's pretty ridiculous how fast he does kill that. He's already level 14 on this Clink, so kind of to be expected with the DD. And being beyond godlike this early on in the game. So now, with this Aegis, it's going to be even harder for Secret to really find any opportunities.
Wow. Well, Secret, though. We're hoping to look for openings with now getting the Blinks online, the Ultimates online. Now you have an Aegis you have to work into. Still, though, they gotta find a way to fight. You can't just play the farming game against EG because it's just a game that they're going to be winning.
Yeah, you have your Legion Commander and your Luna who with the Empower, but you're versus a Sniper Clinks at this type of advantage. And the Darkseer, who's no jokey, the Guardian Rear is already finished up, so it already counters the global silence, which I think is probably the best against the Darkseer, but having such early Greaves completely counteracts that, neglects it.
Felt kind of awkward last game, like seeing Arteezy so many times with just 10 damage. I mean, poor Kezu. I don't even think I've seen him be able to do a duel this game yet.
Yeah, hasn't gotten the chance to.
It's just, unfortunately, no opportunities before him, and
Radiant's bottom
obviously
tower is
EG's
under
so
attack.
bulked up, it's not seeming like there's going to be many opportunities moving forward, but
Charge
if
coming out on Puppy.
claim the majority of this top lane, and they're looking for openings here, Puppy is going to be able to
Radiant's
creep
bottom
away,
tower is under attack.
and they will not pursue. But
Dire's top
the
tower
objectives
has
continue to
fallen.
fall here as EG will be able to claim that top tier 2. Taking tier 2, Secret finding to take their first
Radiant
tier 1 here
structures are fortified.
in the bottom lane. Looks like they'll finally be able to get it, but EG are already moving on to the next objective here. And that's going to be a tier 2 mid.
Dire's
And I do
middle
not
tower is
foresee
under attack.
Secret opposing it so much. In fact, they're just beginning to hide indoors here, at least if you're MP. Another tower goes down. EG's ridiculous economy lead grows even further. Was already 10K, which was ridiculous. Now getting towards the 15K mark.
Dire's middle tower
A crushing already.
Base siege begins. Glyph is on cooldown, so this should be a free tier 3.
All right, Secret. This is another opportunity for him. Maybe hoping that EG will get a little
middle
reckless.
tower has fallen.
Staying a little too close to each other, trying to make a siege happen here, but the boys in blue pull off accordingly and can make their way towards the bottom lane if they'd like. One more tier 2 goes down, then it's Shrines, and then sieging time.
They did smoke under a ward here, so Secret did see this one. MP is aware they are behind him with the RP with the blink. But there is still an Aegis on
Are you
RT.
tempted to bait someone out? Doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like they'll get the chance. EG pull back and away. Arteezy has a Hurricane Pike.
Oh man, he can even just walk up and with the charge, Hurricane Pike someone and just 4-shot them from, or 5-shot them from max distance. Eats the dominated creep again, so he is.
You should just walk up there,
Extremely
shove
buff.
back Puppy.
Yeah, Puppy I think has a Ghost
Shove him
Scepter
right
though.
now.
He's got a Ghost Scepter. so, yeah.
Gets silenced. Gets him with the nuke, but he's looking at going for the racks here, and oh man, he hits hard. Still has that Aegis, even though he takes a lot of damage. Does a lot of work on the Puppy, but Puppy stays good. He's got that Ghost Scepter. Early value Ghost Scepter just to stay alive in cases like that.
Yeah, I think this is the time where EG backs up. We see the line drawn from crit. Take out the bottom lane, push it out, go for the tier 2. Clean up the shrine so you don't get wrapped around by any means, and just accrue the biggest advantage you possibly can before going high ground. Because it's still a bit scary to go into Secret's high ground. You can you're always at risk of getting skewered, and then you get put in an awkward position where you don't really have a clear-cut initiator. Because Crit doesn't have his Blink Dagger just yet to make those big moves. It's just side charging through. So once this tier 2 bottom drops, once the 2 shrines drop, the money that he does get from those will be enough for him to claim that Blink and be able to do that initiating and counter-initiating force from the Air Spirit.
One more tier 2 to fall here from
Now-
the side of Secret.
Universe with the Blink as well, so more counter-initiation and initiation. The Wombo combo potential as well from the Earth Spirit Darkseer is there. And here we go. EG doesn't even want to go for the shrines just yet. They see that Secret kind of pushed out of their base with that ward that they placed in the top jungle area, and this is their potential to go for another tier 3 tower while Glyph is down.
Between Arteezy and Sumail, these guys are just sieging, and they will take down the tier 3 without even having to step inside.
Shadowblade
Now they'll
on
step
mid one.
inside. But yeah, Shadowblade jump in. RP only catches onto one. A Force will step him aside, and they're going to get the jump on him instead with help from Crit. Mid one goes down almost as fast as he jumps in for the play. Global comes out, but if it was to save mid one, it's unfortunately a bit too late. Now they look to open up onto the remaining racks here. 2
that's
racks is quick to go down. This game might be over.
That's just over,
in
yeah.
a hurry. 20 minutes, and Secret really have no answer at all.
Arteezy with the instant force staff on his teammate there it was actually instant. So RP was expended with the Shadowblade first shown, and they claimed the Raxes anyway. 2 full sets.
has fallen.
This looks like it just might be over for Secret in this one.
And one of the more one-sided matches we have seen in this tournament so far. 2 racks is down. They pull off. They go back for the shrines. I mean,
Top tower is under attack.
it's a desperation territory here for Secret. They're going to have to wait a full minute before even RP is going to be up. EG might not even allow him to get that breathing window. But really, just you feel for some of these Secret members because they feel like just their hands are tied. And again, Kezu not able to really find openings to be able to get any sort of dual work done. MP is just in total farm mode, even though you know he's
Top tower is under attack.
ferociously trailing behind the cores of the other team. And even when he tries to move out on his own, just someone like Zai is there to kind of keep him in check.
Yep. BKB now finished up for Arteezy, and this is where they're going to go for the last final sieges. Push out the lanes, and go for the ending of this game. I believe Glyph should be back up very soon for Secret, and it is, so at least they have that going for them now. But top lane going to get pushed in. Mid already naturally pushing in from the super creeps, and Artur is on his way. Here we go. Tier 3.
Hi, everybody. I'm inside your house, and I'm taking your property. Shoots down this tier 3 just like that, suddenly to just about a third of its life. Secret look to attend, and pretty much only have one more good fight in them. 5 seconds, they'll have the global back up, and they're going to have to try their best to make it count if they want to stay alive in this one and stay alive in the upper bracket.
Yeah, Sumail constantly just grabbing a creep every time the Dominator's up, just to have it for Arteezy to eat for those sieges. Double Hurricane Punk coming out for the two.
I don't know, they got the Ghost. That Frost attack is pretty damn good.
And he eats it right away.
Okay, well, it's nice seeing you, Ghost. Jump
Here we go,
in,
the
here we
duel of the
go.
blade
First
mail.
duel of the game, and it looks like the damage could be awarded to Arteezy on this one. Mid one jumps in afterward,
Oh
but
my
it's a
God.
big vacuum wall combo comes out, and it just shoves Secret into GG territory, and it is over. Just like that, Evil Geniuses will advance Secret to the lower bracket.
At least you got to see a nice wombo combo there at the end. He got the boulder smash on top of 4-man vacuum combo. Yeah, EG's draft overall just very solid. The Clinks pickup seemed to have just done everything for them. Arteezy's rotations were perfect with Zai. And yeah, Sumail just kind of sat in the mid lane and did his little sniper thing.
It felt like a bit of an awkward draft, but EG find a way to make it work and find a way to make Secret's draft feel, well, a bit flaccid. Nonetheless, this one's wrapped up. We're wrapped up for the day of action. We'll throw it over to our panel right now to wrap up the day.
Thank you very much, Dakota and Fog. And indeed, a convincing third game here from Evil Geniuses as they take out Team Secret. Well, I say take out. Team Secret will get knocked down to the lower bracket where they have to battle through a lot of best of ones, as that will be up next for them all tomorrow. There's a lot of best of ones then. For Evil Geniuses, though, they move towards a best of 3 where they have the winners bracket finals against OG. So